It's just it's a bizarre situation, right? Because I flew to UK a few days back, and then I didn't realise that my car here also needs fuel, right? So I'm thinking, yeah, the petrol crisis in the UK is happening, and I'm thinking, right, listen, I also need to fill up, right? Because I'm coming, I need to have one of my, I need to get around, right? And one of my cars is here, and so I had to call my mum. I go, hey mum, listen, do me a favour, yeah, check the fuel gauge in the car. Do I have any fuel in the car? And she, yeah, you got half a tank. Right, cool, great. Yeah. So I come here, and the bizarre thing is that when I'm here and I'm talking to people and I'm listening to people's anger and frustration, a lot of people don't quite understand what's happened or why it's happened. Yeah, you got to realize that in the UK, especially, it is the, and I don't want people to take this the wrong way, but a lot of people in the UK, they believe anything that they hear on the media or what's written in the newspaper. Yeah, and so all it took, yeah, is the media outlets to say that there's going to be a shortage of fuel, and everybody ran out to go and fill fuel, right? But that is actually not the truth, and that's actually not what happened. Let's take it all the way back. Take it all the way back to Christmas on the Kent runway. When you hold up, yeah, all the lorry drivers and you make them stay there through Christmas, do you think they like it? Do you think they're going to enjoy spending Christmas in their lorry, yeah, with everyone else, yeah, on a track? No, they're not going to, right? So they're not happy. And then you have the whole Brexit situation, yeah, where foreigners did not feel safe, they didn't feel wanted in this country. So a lot of people left. A lot of Europeans left. Yeah. You've got to ask yourself, when the Europeans leave, the ones that stayed, you hold them at airport runway for Christmas, the one time they want to be with their family. Do you think when you ask them for a favour that they're going to want to do something? No. Yeah. But then when you ask Brits, are you going to jump in a lorry for 36 grand, 50, 60 hours a week, stay in the terrible weather that you have here, in the traffic? Are they going to do it? No. Yeah. You need people. Yeah. And so it's no surprise that all of a sudden now you've got these emergency visas that are going to be let out to the European Union to entice people to come here. But are they going to come here when you hold them on a runway during Christmas, or when you tell them that this is not your country? It's not nice, and so that's why people are not coming here. And so there is no shortage of fuel. You have fuel. Yeah, you have a shortage of drivers to facilitate that fuel in petrol stations. Yeah, that's what you have. There's another situation where a lot of people don't realize that fuel actually expires. Yeah, like butterwood. Yeah, butter expires. Fuel also expires. It has a shelf life. It varies depending on what type of fuel you have. It's like 6 months. It could be 9 months, a year. Yeah, it could be anything along the lines of that, depending on what fuel you're looking at. And so when you have a situation where you've got a lot of supply, yeah, because there's demand in the UK for fuel because there's a lot of cars. So you've got to feed that supply. Yeah, you've got to feed that demand, with supply. So they have a lot of supply. But then when you're locked down and no one's driving around, no one's using fuel, yeah, that fuel sits there, and it starts to, if it's in a warm condition, open, it starts to evaporate, yeah, and you're left with the residue. If it's not, then it just sits there, but then it's not good quality. And then so what do you do when you've got a lot of surplus fuel which you need to get rid of? You cause havoc in a society where they will fall and believe anything that you say, yeah. All of a sudden, pandemonium strikes. You get rid of all that surplus fuel. There you go. Because the surplus fuel, if it goes off, yeah, you legally can't really sell. So the businesses lose money. So businesses combine. You get the media involved, possibly the governments and everything. Yeah, definitely, because everyone's all working together. Yeah, you cause this pandemonium. Everybody runs out, buys fuel. Now you've got no more surplus fuel, which is about to go expire. Yeah. But then what that caused is, because the demand is so high, because everybody wants to go to fill up fuel, is that you don't have the drivers now to supply the fuel to the fuel station. So it was just a big vicious cycle. Of course, it was just a vicious cycle. And then people don't realize that it's you cause it yourselves. You cause it yourselves by the way you treat people. Yeah, you ask them to do you a favor, but you're saying you don't want them in your country because we want our country back, right? So you can't have both ways. You can't have it both ways. So
how has that affected the stock market or the price of fuel in the world?
So look, I can go to oil and I can look at oil right now. Look, $65 a barrel. Yeah, it's past break even for for the price of a barrel of oil. So on here, there is no change.
So this is a UK manufactured problem only.
This is definitely a UK problem. This isn't a global, worldwide problem. I came from a country where there's tons of fuel. You know, I'm driving past, sending it to my friends, saying that, "Would you like some fuel?" But you'll have to come here to grab it. You know, but it's not a global problem. It's a UK problem. It's a UK caused problem. That's a UK issue. So it's not a global problem.
How long do you think it will last in the UK?
Well, I think they've got these temporary visas now. That's going to entice a few people. Some people are going to want to come here because they're going to want the money. I'm sure they're going to have to entice them another way. We give them some sort of benefit or incentive to come here. And you're going to have some people that are going to come, do the checks, etc., that have the right licenses. Then I think that give it a few weeks, you'll start to get a little bit of normality. Yeah, I would have thought a week later, me flying here, everything would have been a little bit more calmer, but I was wrong. It's nothing like that. It's just still pretty crazy, you know. And queues are queues. Yeah, there are some people that can find fuel with only a couple of cars in a queue. Yeah, but then when you're in London, oh my God, that queue for cars is just crazy. Yeah, but population-wise, you know, madness. But see what happens. A few more weeks, I would say. But you never know. You never know here, right?